Sean here. Welcome back to another vlog. Welcome back to Siem Reap. Oh, I'm going to be eating today. So if you like my content, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Sitting on the waterfront today at a place called Aspara Pasta shop. I've walked past this place a dozen times. I've been intrigued. Didn't know what I was craving tonight. I just wanted to come out for a walk, grab something to eat, and it caught my fancy. All the pasta dishes here are basically around $3, depending on the protein you choose. I ended up grabbing a Penne Carbonara, which is like a ham and cream sauce. I checked, and she said that it's one of the most popular ones here. So I'm like, sounds good to me. So I'm excited. So I double checked with the family, make sure that it was okay to film. So they said it was okay. So I'm very excited. I ordered myself a Coke because I'm feeling like living on the edge. Why not, right? So, yeah, today's been good. I had a really good day today, so I'll get into that once the food shows up. Dinner has been served. Here we go. Check this out. Look, looky. Look at that. Mostly, I was intrigued because it has ham. I haven't had ham in I can't tell you how long. So, not a common ingredient for me here. I'm trying to think. Maybe I've had a couple of things, but nothing major, so. I'm mostly just intrigued to try something. The pasta, I don't think I've had any Italian food since I got here. Oh, this is nice. I've worked in Italian restaurants, so I'm very knowledgeable on the food, and it's nice. Especially getting something with cream and ham for $3.
Like salt, pepper?
I would love pepper, yeah. No, it's fine. Excellent. I couldn't.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Always a sucker for pepper with pasta. Oh, God. Well, I got more. Maybe a little bit of salt, just for flavor. A little bit of salt to help bring out some of the garlic and stuff. But this is nice. Nice little treat. I'll grab myself a Coke, like I said. Oh. So. Something so comforting, but just having a plate of pasta.
Yeah.
And I know. I always bothered me how I'd work at restaurants, and I'd be working at restaurants. Everything had to be al dente, to the tooth, and I always like my pasta cooked just a little bit past that. And this is exactly the kind of pasta I like. I find that if you get it too al dente, it's starchy, and I don't like the extra starch flavor in my meal. So I always just like it to cook a little past that. This is perfect. A lot of garlic. My favorite part, pepper. No, I'm kidding. This is really nice. A little bit of parm on top. Again, I don't expect much because I know how expensive it is here. This is really nice. So, had a busy morning. I met up with Michael again this morning. We had coffee. We met up last time. He treated me to coffee, so I said, "Hey, next time we meet up, I'm gonna buy." So we were going to meet up at Svav. I wanted to show him off to, a nice local place with good vibes and good coffee. We get there this morning. We eat out. The ham is so nice, and it's shut down. They're doing renovations. Apparently, the wind and rain has done them a bit of a disservice, so they're renovating the restaurant, and they're going to be shut down for a couple of days. So I was like, dang it! So I ended up going to the biolab. Mostly just because it was handy. and not because I prefer its coffee over anything else. It's actually, I find it piled up to be a little bit expensive for what it is. I got medium Americano for like $2.50 and around there. So, it's, but again, like the service there is amazing because they'll come by and, they fill up your water and they keep coming by and filling it up. And they've got these lovely glass bottles with water they keep filling up from. So the service itself is amazing. We were there for like 3 hours hanging out. So it was a no-brainer for me to not bitch about the price of coffee. But Mike brought a treat for me. His wife, in her kindness, made some snacks and treats for me. She'd been given some winter melons, and she candied them for me. They made a bunch for themselves, but she gave me some. And if you've ever had winter melon, it's a white melon. I've never eaten it anything other than candy. I used to get it when I was in Toronto. I used to go to these Asian markets, and I get like a plastic package of it, of dried fruits. And I always thought that the winter melon kind of reminded me of like the rind of a watermelon. Not a bad thing. Like it's not an overpowering flavor. It's very mellow, nice crunch to it. Like it has a firmness to it. And so I was really excited to try like a homemade version of it. And the thing was, I haven't had that like 15 years, and immediately like brought me back to when I first tried it, and it tasted so good. So a little container of it, and she also made some like a mango jerky, which is also really nice. Different flavor, almost tastes like a little bit savory how they prepare it, but it's really nice. It was delightful. So it was like a lovely morning, early afternoon. We got done and got home. It was like after 1 o'clock. We met at 10. We were sure yakking forever, which is nice. It's nice to be able to just shoot the shit, and the time just fly by. So, and got back home. Oh, I don't know if the herb this is. Basil. I don't know if it's the Thai basil or just regular basil. It's good though. I'm enjoying it. Oh man. So this afternoon I was going to edit the Purple Rats. So I'm going through and getting all my footage together and organizing it all. And I'm like, where's the last 2 clips? Gone. I had a clip of there's a video segment that they did, like with a PowerPoint thing going over the stats and numbers, which is really fascinating for me. And then I did an outro. I think that they record. I remember that the camera worked, but I got a new mouse that I've been using on my desktop computer, and it's wireless, and it's one I bought in Thailand, and I've been using it like every day, and I think the battery was a little low, so I've noticed that sometimes when I click on things, it doesn't necessarily grab everything. I think I may have just not grabbed everything and transferred it over, and then when I formatted my SIM card, my SD card, I got rid of the footage, so I gotta record one on the walk out here tonight, going a little bit of an outro and apologize. But what I'm finding is that my mornings have become packed solid with stuff to do. Like 3 times a week, I'm fiddling with the camera. Don't know what's going on with the sensor, but the sensor that keeps the picture going this way, and then often it just goes like this way instead, and I can't see anything. So It drives me nuts. I wonder if this is like prosciutto. Or regular ham. Just regular ham. I would have been thoroughly impressed if it had been prosciutto. Not necessary for me. Because I'm like, I don't think I've seen prosciutto over here yet. I'm like, how freaking expensive would that be? I'd be like, So yeah. I find that my mornings have been really, really backed, like, you know, going to exercise 3 times a week, scheduling coffee, doing things, and then what I'm finding is that recording has been kind of pushed back to the afternoons or evenings because I'm just so busy during the daytime, which is fine by me. Because it used to be that I'd just get up in the morning and then try to figure out what I was going to do and record for the day. Now I get up and I got a bunch of stuff to do. I dumped so much black pepper in one section. Oh my God. But I love pepper here. So there's a floral note to the Camp-Out peppercorns that you can't get back home. Usually you just get heat, you know, and it's just hot and it's just like, ugh. Here, you get a little bit of the heat. It's not as hot as the black pepper back home, more like a medium heat, but there's a floral note to it that I really enjoy. Oh, delightful. This is so good. Well worth $3. Just comfort food, man. They have like a bolognese, which has never been my favorite, carbonara, pesto, and they also have a comng noodle or comng styled sauce. So I was tempted to try that one, but I'll probably do that next time. Come back. Trying to think. I think our place is just around the corner that way. Like I'm just like a half a block down from the Temple Cafe. Like I'm on the riverfront. There's here. Show you guys. This is my view. It's amazing. And they do shakes and stuff here and smoothies, and which is really nice to see. There we go. Put that back in. Ta-da. Yeah. I was going to walk down to another place. There's a Chinese place that does a mapao tofu, which I've been wanting to go try. But I saw this, I'm like, that sounds more like what I want. So I stopped in immediately. We're usually busy here too. Anytime I walk by, they've always had a couple tables. And I can understand why. It's really nice. But yeah, good week. Been enjoying it. Busy day tomorrow. I've got gym in the morning. I'm going out with the guys afterwards. We got a little errand we're running, which should probably be a video as well. And then I'm going to do a couple of things for myself. I need to get some stuff from Acro, and like I need to do some running around on the motorcycle, if the weather permits. And then I think sometime this weekend, I'm just going to hop on the bike and go and take a trip down. One of the mornings that it's nice, I'll take a trip out in the country and then strap all my cameras up to the motorcycle and do one of my riding vlogs. And I've been wanting to bring that back again, so there's a couple places I've been wanting to see. The other day we went up to the Angkor Wat, drove around it, and the canopy area that's nearby that I love to drive through, it was so vibrant and green, and I haven't seen it that way. So I'm thinking, like, I can't imagine what the countryside looks like now. Because last time I came back, I'm trying to think, did I even pay attention? Coming back from Bangkok, I was editing video the whole way back, and I was reading, so I didn't even look outside. Plus it had dark tint on the windows, so I was just, and I kind of had like a beam coming by where I was sitting. I was like, whatever. I didn't really care to look out, but now I want to go and see all the stuff. I'm assuming in a month it's going to be even greener. But my understanding is come August, we're just going to get lots of rain. I'm okay with that. I don't mind rain. I quite enjoy it. Just means I'm going to have to use a different camera. I have true waterproof cameras, so I mean, might as well use them when I can, or when I need to. Oh, look at that. Look how beautiful does that look? Get the nice piece of chunk of ham, scallions. I remember I was working in Florida at a pizza place, and we had a couple of pastas on the menu. There was like an Alfredo, there was like a mussels or clam one. There's a couple of pastas, a vegetarian one, and like they all kind of were like meh. But the Alfredo, we had to make our own Alfredo sauce, heavy cream and everything. And so, no instructions, no recipe or anything. Chef, the owner just says, make it. I'm like, okay. I made Alfredo sauce. I worked in Italian restaurants. I'm like, okay. So I'm doing it the way that I was told. I was taught. You put a little bit of butter in the pan. You saute your garlic. Start to get it not to brown, but to go translucent. And then you flash a little bit of wine in it. Let it reduce a little bit, and then you add your cream and Parmesan and thicken it up. And so I was making it, and then the owner was like, after a couple of weeks of being there, he's like, make an Alfredo for me. So I did it, and he started giving me shit for it. And he was French. He was giving me shit because I was using wine. I'm like, you have to. It's like, you to stop the oil and everything. And I said, it imparts the flavor with the garlic, and I said, it's something you do to layer the flavors. He's like, I don't use wine on that. I just use cream, and you're going to do it my way. And I was like, okay, it's your restaurant. I don't mind. I was like, did you get complaints? Nope. He made it for somebody who'd had mine and got complaints on his because it didn't taste as good as the one he had on the weekend. So he gave me shit for making it better. Oh well, I didn't care. But the staff, when they would order it and I was working, they're like, can you make it your way? I'm like, absolutely. You want a little wine in it? By all means. Because they'd all tasted it and they're like, oh, it doesn't taste like wallpaper paste. Surprising how a little bit of wine can make a big difference. Now here, I can't afford to cook with wine. So terribly expensive. But a trick I learned years ago was I can buy Chinese cooking wine. This is a rice wine with salt added to it. And that just imparts like a bit of the wine flavor. There's a couple of different ones. There's some that are clear and some that are brown. Ones that are brown are better. And they're good. But I can get a bottle of that here for $1 and change. And I use that when I'm cooking. When anytime I'm making a sauce or something and I want to reduce something, splash a little bit of the cooking wine in. And it just makes a bit better flavor. I mean, cooking with wine makes sense. We do it in Canada all the time. You can always find cooking wine in all the Asian markets. Even in Fredericton, which is like a population of 50,000 people, I can go to the grocery store and I could find cooking wine there. There were enough Asian people living there that, they had to carry a few things, and I was like, yay! So I can get some, some Asian vegetables and sauces, and I was like, oh, thank God. Anyway, I'm going to sit here and finish my meal, and I will see you guys in our next episode. I'm hoping to have the Opoporettes come up next. If not, it'll be one after. I just got a lot of editing I need to do to it. Thing is, I don't do much talking in the video. It's mostly the host and the guide and just letting that go through. It's mostly just, watching a tour. So, trying something a little different. But anyway, if you like my content, please feel free, like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, if you're still here, you're so inclined, there will be a link over here. Another video. See you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.